Alright guys, how are we doing today? I hope you're having a good day so far. If not, it's about to get a whole lot better. This is the lecture from Module 21. We're going to talk about why fiscal policy is a multiplier effect and how automatic stabilizers influence that multiplier effect. Kind of builds on the last module. So using the multiplier to estimate the influence of government policy. The multiplier effect on the economy basically states that when there's economic growth, or when the government changes spending, or when anyone changes spending for that matter, then it can lead to a larger change in real GDP than the initial spending amount. Changes in taxes, transfers, and government spending make up fiscal policy. Expansion of fiscal policy leads to an increase in real GDP, and contraction of fiscal policy leads to a fall in real GDP. The multiplier on changes in government purchases is 1 over 1 minus MPC. That should be review for you. You should know that information. We talked about this in class, so we won't really go into it. Alright, now, the multiplier on changes in government transfers and taxes is going to be a little bit different. The multiplier on that is going to be MPC over 1 minus MPC. So that's slightly different. Okay, and the reason for that change is it accounts for the initial savings amount when people get a tax cut. All right, changes in government purchases will have a more powerful effect on the economy than equal size changes in taxes and transfers. All right, so just know that's a favorite thing for College Board to ask on a multiple choice section on an AP exam. Government purchases have a more powerful effect on the economy than equal size changes in taxes and transfers. Alright, how taxes affect the multiplier. Rules governing taxes and automatic transfers act as automatic stabilizers, which reduce the size of the multiplier and automatically reduce the size of fluctuations in the business cycle. In contrast, discretionary fiscal policy arises from deliberate actions by policymakers rather than from the business cycle. So, automatic stabilizers are things that are automatically built into our government budget. So, for example, unemployment insurance is an automatic stabilizer. If you lose your job, you have some money coming in from the government to help you pay for food and things like that. That is already written into law. It does not need to be a new thing that is passed. Alright. The U.S. economy needed a fiscal stimulus after the 2008 recession. There was, however, sharp partisan disagreement about what form the stimulus should take. Republicans favored tax cuts on general political principles. Democrats preferred transfer payments, especially increased unemployment benefits and expanded food stamp aid. This eventually led to a compromise that gave most taxpayers a $600 rebate, or $1,200 for a married couple. Many economists believe that only a fraction of the rebate checks would actually be spent, so that the eventual multiplier would be fairly low. So that's economics in the real world. And that's it. That's the end of the lecture. So hope that wasn't too difficult for you. If you have any questions, obviously write them down, and we will discuss them in the next class. Have a great rest of your day.